Joining. Yeah, so I'm here to always give you tips in software development. Joining. Yeah, so I'm here to always give you tips in software development. Joining. Yeah, so I'm here to so I'm going to be taking you guys on HTML. That's the starting point that you need to know as a beginner, as trying to learn how to build websites, web design, softwares, and the rest. So thank you, Wellington Gold. Thank you for joining. So now let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. What we have here, HTML, a beginner's guide to web development. My name is Richard Iyama, and I work with Siyama Software Solution. Okay, let's move. What is HTML? HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. It's the standard markup language for creating web pages. HTML describes the structure of a web page using tags. Basic HTML document structure. You see, you first start with the doc type, header, my first page, body, hello world, and the rest. Now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to copy this out of this place now. I'll copy this. I want to show you how this looks like a basic HTML document structure. Okay, let's come here. Okay. Here, you're going to open a new file. They call it any text file. Let's just call it this. And I'm going to save it as, let me rename this. Let me save it last. Wait, let me create a new folder. Coming. Let me create a new folder. Let's just create a new file, no problem. A new file. I call it index, or let me move this thing up. I call it new file. Call it example .html. Enter. So I'm going to save it here in my document. Create file. So I'm going to paste this. So this is a basic way of writing an HTML. So you have the doc type. I can call this my second page. My second page. So this called the doc type. These all are called elements on HTML. They call it elements, HTML elements and tags. We have the header tags, we have the title tag, we have the body tag, we have the HTML. So let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on. Okay. Okay, let's go on. So that's it. So common HTML tags. We have the tag, we have the purpose. So H1 tag. We have the H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, and H6. So H1 to H6, they are called the headings. That's the header tags. We have the P. P is called the paragraphs, the P tags. We have the A tags. That's the anchor tag. We call the anchor tag. They are called the hyperlinks. Image. This is the image tag. We call them images to store images on the web. We have the UL, OL. That's the unordered and ordered lists and list tag. Used to list elements, list items on a tag on the web page. We have the div and the span. This is to set the layouts and the inline elements of the website. Okay. Okay, so now HTML links and paragraphs. HTML links and paragraphs. So H1 element, the H1 element is used for the heading, like when you're building a web page. So use the H1 elements for the heading. Like this is let's go to our page here. Let's go to our because I want to record with the example. So this is a header. I can say this is our heading. This is a heading. This is a heading. So you've written a page here. So I can test this right now. Let me test this. Let's look at it shows on the web page. Let's see how it shows on the. So let me just close this. This guy will not be angry with us. Open the page. Then so I'm going to test this right now. Let me go to my file. And where is the recent file? Documents. So if I open this now, let's open with sorry. So now you can all see how it shows now. It shows this is heading. So we are writing this is our first HTML. So this is heading. So this is how it looks like on the web page when we test what we were writing here on this place. So no, we just change this. This is the heading. So this is heading. This is the heading. This is the heading. So this is the header. It's called a header tag, H1 header tag or H1 header element in HTML. So let's move on. Let's move on. So let's move on. Let's move on. So now, we just talk about the heading. This is the heading. So we have the paragraph, the P. This is a paragraph. That's the P tag is used to give a paragraph on a web page. To add. So now we take this now. This is a paragraph. Let's add this to the element we are creating now. So let's go again. So go again. So let's add a P element here, a P tag here. Then paste. This is a paragraph. This is a paragraph. So let's see how it looks like. Let's see how it looks like on the web page. Let's go. So refresh so you can see. So the paragraph, it appears under. So you have this is a paragraph. This is a paragraph. So let's move on. Let's move on. So let's move on to our now headings range from H1. We have the H1 tag to H1 to H6. That we have. That means we have H2. We have H3 to H6. Paragraphs are defined using the P tags, as I've just shown you guys. Let's move on. So links and images. You know, when you're on a website, you're in a website on a web page, you normally see where you can click. They say click on this link or click on this place, so you can move to the next page or move to the website or so on and so forth. I know you usually see things like that. Like, so how would to achieve this? Okay, to achieve this, you use the anchor tag to link to another website. Like I can put w.tiktok here, tiktok.com to visit this site. So visit the site. So when you visit the site, take it to TikTok. Also use the image tag to move to another page. Also, you use the anchor tag to create a linkable. You use the anchor tag to create clickable links. An image, the image tag, the img tag or elements to embed images in your website. Whenever you guys post on TikTok. So I was saying, so the anchor tag is used to link to another page, to another website, to visit site. So use the image tag to link to to embed images. Okay. Also, we have the on order list, and this on order list. On order list means that when you have item 1, item 2, that's you are arranging items on a particular page. And on that, we call it on order list. We have the order list. We have the list items. So these are the items under the order. On order list means on order means that there's no, you can use the dot like this dot. But order list means you can use number 1, 2, 3, 4. I will show you now in a minute. Let's show you here. So let's copy from here. So let's say we have this. Let's add this here. Then we save. I just save already. So let's go to our page, refresh, and see. This is a site, TikTok. Take me to TikTok from here. And see. I click on that link, takes me to this TikTok. You can see. Let's bring it out again. Let's separate them. So let's move on. So also, let's talk about this list, under list. So if I copy this, take them here. And take this same one again. But in this case, I'm going to put OL. OL. Now this unordered list, this ordered list. So you see different now. Let me refresh. You can see this unordered, use dots. Ordered 1, 2. So it's ordered 1, 2. This is supposed to be image here. Let me see if I can add an image on my page here. Let me see if it's possible. Let's see. I'm looking for an image online. Let me see image on Google. Something I'm trying to do. I come here, paste this here. Let's see how it goes here. Oh, still not showing. Let's see. Alright, so you can do that later. Let me just put an image here, any image, maybe random image. I cannot add an image file here. Let me just pick this. So if you refresh our page here, you can see adding a page there. I can also move that page. I don't want you to see that. Let me move, take something else, something unique. Yeah, this will be good. So we refresh. So this is the image here. We have the image, then so we are building a website like that. So now, so so we have tables. Maybe on the website, I know you have seen tables on the website before. So to create a table on the website using HTML, you have a table tag. So this is how our HTML looks like now. Our HTML. This is the HTML tag from here to here. HTML tag, the header tag, the title to write the title, the body where you write all the elements reside. We have the H1 element, the P element, the icon tag to link to a website, the way to embed your images to the unordered list elements. So you have list 1, list 2. You have ordered item 1, item 2. You have the body. This is just a simple web page for a website. So if I come here, I test them here. So this is the heading, this is the paragraph, this is the image. So if you visit I take you to TikTok, because we have TikTok link there. This is item 1, item 2. So if you come here again, the same thing here. The second page, this is the heading, this is the paragraph, this is the link. How to link to a page, to a new website, to a new site. How to embed your image on the web, on the HTML. To write items, to list your items. And this use the body tag and the HTML tag. So for tables, to write tables, let's copy all this. This is tables, this is for the row, this is for the header for the table, this is the row, closing tag for the row. Then also on the row, we have each rows. So you have alleys for each row. So let's test this. Let's add this here. So this table, we have the row, opening row. That's the first row. The first row, what we have there. Second row, what we have there. Let's refresh. And see, this is the header, and this is the first row. So we have this here. We have the name and age. That's the header of the table. Then the second, this is the first section and the header. Second section, the first row. I can add another row here again. Add another row here. We call this on Richard. And put age. That's it. Another one again. Grace. Five. Another one again. Rest it. That is 6. Let's test. And so you have, let's see, so you can see I made a mistake here. So what my mistake is this. I'm giving them a row. So this is the first row. So I have to come here and put this first section, second section. For this again. And this one again. So if I refresh now, doing the right thing. And see now, first row, the header, second row, the first row, second row, so the row column, that's all the rows. Column 1, column 2. Column 1, column 2. That's it. Okay, let's move on. So Now, you can see that for tables, you use these are you write for table. Start with table tag, second row, second row, which is the first row and second row. So use this to give a section on your table. These are you write. These are you create your tables for HTML. In HTML. So also we have forms in HTML. These are you write your forms in HTML. You open a form tag, you put your input type and your text, you have a placeholder called name, and you have the input type called submit, and you have the value which submit and the form. Forms are used to collect user inputs. Okay, let's go. Also, we have semantic HTML. We have the semantic HTML. Semantic HTML helps with SEO and accessibility. Examples, you have the header, the footer, the navbar, article, and section. When you say SEO, when you want to give your website a unique name, a unique keyword, so it can be accessible to anybody on the Google search, on any search online. So we have the header tag, the footer tag, the navbar, we have the article, we have the section. Also, HTML best practices: use semantic tags, close all tags properly, indent code for readability, use ALT for images for accessibility. So resources to learn more. You can go to HTTPS. Let me just drop it on the comments. You can learn more there. So before I ask the question, so let's create forms. I want to create this form for you guys. Let me teach you how to create forms. Let me show you how it works. So let's go to our let me show you how it works. So now I'm going to add this. Let me add this here. So if you refresh your page, you'll see something like this. Our form will be here. So you can enter your inputs, name, and submit button. Let me add two more. Going to have your place order, name, and submit button. Let me add another one. Type. Email. Name. Now, to refresh. Let's come down. We have first name, we have name, email, and that's submit. I can write my name here, Richard. I can write email here. Richard at Gmail. That's it. So that's all. These are the building blocks of a web page. That's HTML. You must have this one declared. This is the HTML tag. This is the header tag. This is the title tag, where you hide the title of your page. This is what will appear here. Title, my second page. My second page. So this is the heading, paragraph, the anchor tag, and so on and so forth. So I'm here if you want to ask me any question. If you want to ask me any question, I'm here. So I'm here if you want to ask me any question.